Good morning and Happy New Year. My name is Valerie Bayless. I'm a member of this congregation and your worship associate here today. On behalf of Reverend Phoenix Bell Shelton Biggs, Director of Religious Exploration Lexi T. Brown, our music director Alex Peach, the greeters and the technical team that are making today's live stream possible, I'd like to welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Metro Atlanta North congregation, which we lovingly call UUMAN. UUMAN is a liberal faith community with the mission to nurture our spirit, strive for justice, and transform the world. No matter who you are, who you love, or where you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. Welcome to all joining us remotely. If there are any of you visiting with us for the first time and feel comfortable doing so, please stand and introduce yourself and tell us where you're from so we can worship with one another as friends. Do we have any first-time visitors on my left? Hi.
Hi, my name's Timmy. I live in South Atlanta.
Hi, good morning. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. Anyone visiting us for the first time on this side? Okay, well, welcome. We're glad you're visiting with us. Please feel free to scan the QR code on the back of the greeters table or on the back of your order of worship to get in touch. Our worship leader today is soon-to-be minister Phoenix Bell Shelton Biggs, a compassionate minister, visionary leader, and fierce advocate for justice, committed to transforming the world through radical love, care, and sanctuary. They embody a holistic approach to ministry centered on healing, justice, and integrity, disrupting systems of oppression while nurturing inclusive spaces where all can flourish. As a queer, non-binary, BIPOC Unitarian Universalist, Phoenix's journey of self-discovery informs their approach to faith, embracing a theology of love that transcends boundaries and fosters collective liberation. Phoenix is the author of Open the Book of Life, a poetry collection that explores the intersection of faith, identity, and social justice. As co-host of the Revolutionary Prophecy podcast, they lead conversations on radical love, care, justice, and activism. Whether guiding congregations through transformation, advocating for marginalized communities, or leading worship, Phoenix channels the sacred into every action. The schedule for today's second-hour adult enrichment offerings is in your order of worship, and there will be a Faith After Doubt this morning in Fellowship Hall, Room 2. Be sure to check Breeze or the website for more. And I believe Dave has something to say.
Hi, I'm Dave Dunn. I'm the normal minister of the congregation, and it's so great to have Phoenix here today. I've known Phoenix for about probably 2 to 3 years, mostly at the mountain retreats that we go to twice a year, and now Phoenix lives here in Atlanta, so it's great to have him here today. Wonderful. I'd like to introduce to you Liz Martin, who will be our ministerial intern here for the next 2 years. Yes, through December of 2026, if you can stand us. So yeah, so Liz isn't from Atlanta. She's been here since 2019, but she's originally from Salt Lake City and has lots of experience in religious education. And you were on staff in Salt Lake City Church, one of the Salt Lake City churches, for many years. So she's been around the block. But she already graduated seminary from Candler here, and she has a full-time job working for Emory, the Interfaith Institute, which is basically chaplaincy to the students at Emory University. So she's married to a wonderful husband, Russ, with 2 adult children, and she loves crocheting and vegan donuts. I don't know if she's a vegan, but I imagine you are. But anyway, so I just wanted to introduce Liz to you all. She's going to be kind of treated as a staff person here at UUMAN for the next 2 years. She'll be going occasionally to not all, but to some of your meetings, like worship meetings, membership, all of them, all the different committees occasionally, all the board meetings and all the program council meetings. So anyway, just after the service, please introduce yourself, say hi. So thank you.
And now let us greet one another in the hand or elbow of friendship.
Good morning. It is so good to be here with you. Like Liz, I also like vegan donuts. They know. Our call to worship this morning. Come, beloved community. On this first Sunday of the new year, bring your hopes, your hesitations, your dreams, and your doubts. The dawn of 2025 invites us to imagine boldly, to open our hearts to new horizons, and to trust the unfolding journey or journeys ahead. Here in the sacred we gather as we light flames of intention within ourselves to plant seeds for courage, to weave our visions into the tapestry of possibility, Let us welcome this moment. Let us open our hands and open our hearts. Let us be ready to live our boldest dreams, to come, to worship, to begin again in love.
And now let us light our chalice. Chalice Lighting for the New Year by Lisa Doge. For the new year, just days old, beginning today, always beginning, we light our chalice, symbol of faith, perseverance, and hope, in astonished thanksgiving and irrepressible praise for beginnings that emerge out of endings, appear amidst continuity, become visible in hindsight. We light our chalice, symbol of faith, perseverance, and hope, in astonished thanksgiving and irrepressible praise for all the ways we have begun anew together. We light our chalice, symbol of faith, perseverance, and hope, in astonished thanksgiving and irrepressible praise. Thank you. Please turn to number 347. We gather the Spirit in the hardback hymnal. As we rise in body or spirit, Alex will play through once, and then we will sing it together.
Hello, little people. Want to come over and read a book with me? Not so little people. Today's book is called What to Do with a Chance. One day, I got a chance. It just seemed to show up. It acted like it knew me, as if it wanted something. I didn't know why it was here. What do you do with a chance? I wondered. It fluttered around me. It brushed up against me. It circled me as if it wanted me to grab it. I started to reach for it, but I was unsure and pulled back, and so it flew away. I thought about it a lot. I wished I had taken my chance. I realized I had wanted it, but I still didn't know if I had the courage. When another chance came around, I wasn't so sure, but I decided to try. I went to reach for it, but I missed and fell. I was embarrassed. I felt foolish. It seemed like everyone was looking at me. I decided I never wanted to feel this way again. So, after that, whenever a chance came along, I ignored it. And the more I ignored them, the less they came around. Until one day, I noticed that I hadn't seen a chance in quite a while. It was as if they had all disappeared. I started to worry. What if I don't get another chance? I know I acted like I didn't care, but the truth was, I did. I still wanted to take a chance, but I was afraid. And I wasn't sure if I would ever be brave enough. Then I thought, maybe I don't have to be brave all the time. Maybe I just need to be brave a little while at the right time. I realized it was up to me. I promised myself that if I ever got another chance, I wasn't going to hold back. If I got another chance, I was going to be ready. Then, one seemingly ordinary day, I saw something shining far off in the distance. Is it possible? I hoped. Could this be my chance? I had to find out. I ran as hard and as fast as I could toward it. I don't know how to explain it, but the second I let go of my fears, I was full of excitement. It wasn't that I was no longer afraid, but now my excitement was bigger than my fear. As I got closer, I could see that this was a really huge chance. But this time, I was ready. As it came by, I reached out and grabbed it. I held on with all my might. It felt so good to soar, to fly, to be free. I now see that when I hold back, I miss out. And I don't want to miss out. There's just so much I want to see and do and discover. So, what do you do with a chance? You take it, because it just might be the start of something incredible. The end.
At this point in our service, we share our joys with each other to magnify them and our sorrows to divide the weight of their pain. If you're so moved, please feel free to come forward, say your name, drop a pebble in the bowl, and express a joy or a sorrow that you may have. For those of you attending by a live stream, if you have a joy or sorrow that you would like to share this morning, please type it into the chat.
Hi, I'm Meredith. Whoa, sorry. I'm Meredith McCaskey. I'm a member here. My joy is that on Tuesday I start grad school, but I'm also a little nervous, so send me all your good vibes.
Terry Talton, and I wish I had a better one, but I found out this week that my mother has both dementia and Alzheimer's, so she's going to be coming to stay with us for a little while, so that's a good thing.
I have a few announcements, a few joys and sorrows. One, our daughter-in-law did give birth to a baby boy in Philadelphia on December 27th. He was 5 days late, so I was glad to get there on time. They're both doing well, and it's good to be back, but they're doing well. So just excited about that. It's our first grandchild. So that's one. Two, name Lucas is the name, Lucas Dunn. So a kind of concern, when we got back, I found that a tree had fallen into our house. It was not to the side, so it came like straight through the roof, right in my office, right above where I write my sermons. So I don't know what that means, but we're on the road to getting that fixed. So that was a concern. And one last joy, I'm so excited to see my friend Timmy here today. We go way back, and we were kind of arrested together, protesting last year and a half ago. So it's so great to see you here, Timmy.
This is a joy and a sorrow for the passing of Jimmy Carter. The joy, of course, the life that he lived and the inspiration that he offered us all.
And I will drop one more for those joys or sorrows still too tender to escape the folds of our hearts. clock strikes Bold Bright Year by Phoenix Bell Shelton Biggs. Come, beloved community, on this first Sunday of the new year. Bring your hopes and your hesitations, your dreams and your doubts. The dawn of 2025 invites us to imagine boldly, to open our hearts to new horizons and to trust the unfolding journey ahead. Here in this sacred space, we gather to light the flame of intention, to plant the seeds of courage, and to weave our visions into a tapestry of possibility. Let us welcome this moment with open hands and open hearts, ready to live into our boldest dreams together. Come, let us worship, and let us begin again.
So clearly, Spirit wanted us to hear another reading, which was our call to worship this morning, as that is not that poem. And I just found it amazing to be in a UU church where we know that we are up to good trouble when the minister says, I know this person because I kind of got arrested with them. So here is the reading. The clock strikes bright, bold new year. The clock strikes bong, bong, bong. Out with the old and in with the new. The clock strikes bong, bong, bong. Out with the old, in with the new. A threshold, a moment, a turning page, and the future stirs, inviting us to grow, to change. The clock strikes bong, bong, bong. Out with the old, in with the new. What dreams will we dare to dream into both? What truths will we speak into the unfolding season? The world awaits a bold beginning, for love to rise, for the clock to strike. Bong, bong, bong. Out with the old, in with the new, for seeds to grow small yet profound, for roots to flourish in soil deep and sound. With hands entwined and hearts alive, will we craft a world where all can thrive. So here we are, ready to start, out with the old and in with the new. Guided by justice, by love, by heart, a journey beckons, horizons unfold. Together we'll build a future bold, moving into a new year with courage and care. We are here, we are ready, we are aware. This new year calls for a moment, and it is near. Let us embrace it, embody it, this bright, bold year. So as we move into a new year, we offer a fresh opportunity, a new chance to imagine what our lives and our community can be. This is a time of renewal, reflection, and of dreams. Today, we gather not just to reflect on the lessons we've learned, but to cast our vision for a new world, a new community on the horizons. So what will we make of this year when given a chance? Will we run? Will we hide? Or will we grab it and let it carry us away? Take a moment to think about all the chances you had last year, those that you grabbed onto, those that you let fly by, those that you wish you had grabbed onto. Did a chance float by that you were too busy to grab? Did a chance float by that perhaps you saw and reached for and failed? Did a chance come by that you let simply pass you by? Here we are at the threshold as we acknowledge a year past, the challenges faced, the growth we experience, and the ways we witness hope and despair intertwining. We don't forget the struggles and the triumphs. We hold the moments of the past year as they shape us, they build us. Perhaps some moments define us, and perhaps we say that moment does not. As I look back on the past year, I am overjoyed with the opportunities I had. A year of growth and transformation and love. It was a time of coming into my call and discovering new depths within myself, a time of embracing both the beauty and the challenges of the world. This past year was about becoming not just in my professional life, but in all aspects of who I am, from serving as an intern minister to co-leading worship, to organizing sacred spaces of liberation. I have been reminded of the sacred power of community. In these spaces, I have witnessed what love, courage, and hope can create when people come together with the intention of care. Through this work, I came to understand that radical love is not just a value on paper. It is a way of being. It calls me to show up fully with heart open, even when it feels impossible. My efforts to foster connection and justice have shown me again and again what love has the power to do, how love can hold us in pain, transform systems of oppression, and guide us towards liberation. At a time in this year, I began to get deeply personal as I learned to see my body as a sacred vessel, the wisdom and the resilience and care it took to nurture through guiding practices, mindfulness, and a commitment to radical joy. My MFC packet, at least the recommendations that they gave me, was to sparkle joyfully. Their words, not mine, but I take it. And I let that moment define me. So I have come to see life as a radical joy that we can embrace as I continue to learn and embrace the broken, the incomplete, the whole, the worthy, all in the midst of growth. Of course, this year has not been without struggles, moments of doubt and exhaustion, times when I questioned my capacity to hold all, times when I questioned the call and the phone rang again and again and again. Times when I found strength in prayer, in community, in isolation, in sacred acts of love that remind me that this is why I do this work. A year that is about necessity, dedication, and creation of transformation. A year that reminded me that as I prepare for ordination, I carry with me the lessons of the year, the growth, the healing, and the possibility to act, to resist, to love, to create messy transformation, to be guided by faith and gratitude, ready to embrace whatever comes next, with courage and an open heart. And of course, 2024 was a collective journey through all of us, one that marked a wide range of experiences, perhaps moments of loss, moments of joy, and moments of growth and opportunity. We encountered challenges that created transformation and moments of deep connection and celebration that reminded us of our shared beauty and connection. Whether sorrow-filled or joyful uprising, whether being arrested for civil disobedience or gathering with loved ones, we found a community where we could be together. The losses we encountered called us to confront the fragility of life. It urged us to hold each other in greater tenderness. Perhaps we learned something from 2020. Perhaps we took a chance then to live more fully into last year. All the chances that floated by that we couldn't grab. Perhaps 4 years after the pandemic, we finally took a chance to be human again. To remember our purpose, to find new ways of meeting, to find new ways to be resilient, to live with our human spirit, to be in moments that helped us grow, that helped us love, that helped us hold the pain of others more deeply. Through all of it, we had moments that deepened who we are, moments that helped us to understand what it means to be ourselves, to be in community with someone. So, in a way, 2024 becomes a year not just of navigating the complexities of life, but moving forward, recognizing with each journey, with each intention, we make a decision to live each moment, to have each moment contribute to a larger journey, a larger becoming, a larger connection to ourselves and our community. And of course, with a new year comes transition, comes a theme of more chances, more opportunities. A new year presents a blank canvas, an invitation to dream and reimagine what we could be, what it will look like for us to dream not only for ourselves, but for the world we want to create. The world we want to create. What do dreams look like past January? What do dreams look like when we've been told all our lives to not follow the chance, to do what creates a living, what pays the bills? Not saying quit your job. Don't hear that. But what does it look like if that job is a dead end? And it's not the job you wanted. It's the job you were told would put a roof over your head when you really wanted to be an artist and a poet. What does following that dream with intention and to live into integrity, what does it look like to create a future worth belonging to? Eleanor Roosevelt once said about future, that future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So do you believe in the beauty of your dreams? This belief in our dreams has the power to reshape the world, to let us reflect on how we might turn our deepest hopes into actions, to believe in the beauty of our dreams, and to act on them in a new year. So I got to thinking, what are those dreams that I've had that perhaps have floated by for year after year after year, the chances that I ran from? I created a list of 25 and then boiled it down to 3. To embody radical love and sanctuary, to create nurturing spaces of radical welcome and sanctuary, especially for marginalized communities. For me, this means that I intentionally build environments where people can heal, feel seen, and express their authentic selves, where I can see the own child in me that didn't have it then. As I create and embody values of love in my ministry and my life, it looked like deepening my own theological and ministerial voice, preparing for ordination and beyond ordination, as I take bold actions to share perspectives more openly, as I write, as I preach, as I encourage the discussion of social justice, of queer identities, of loving a people, even when it's hard, of finding ways to create visions that strengthen leadership, that strengthen communities, and go beyond the walls of a faith institution. And the big one, and I mean big one, prioritizing self-care, prioritizing healing. In order to do all of this work, I know I must take care of myself. So this year, I am committed to deepening my own self-care practices, something I have said I was going to do since long before the pandemic, and something I always made an excuse for. Not anymore. This year, I will commit to nourishing my body, my mind, and my spirit, whether through mindfulness, creative expression, spiritually grounded practices, doesn't matter. But I will be prioritizing my own well-being to be better equipped to serve others and live my life with its fullest potential. These are the bold moves that will empower me to live more fully into my calling, into the vision of the world I want to see, a world where love, justice, and sanctuary are at the center of everything we do. But what about you? What are your dreams? What are your dreams as a congregation? What are the challenges that you see to inclusivity, to compassion, to being a justice-driven community? How can you collectively live into that? Now, I know I have a dream that we, as Unitarian Universalists, as a collective faith community, will embody radical love of all kinds, as love calls us to dismantle the systems that harm and oppress us, as love does not shy away from the difficult work of justice, but instead finds the power of creating sanctuary for those who hurt, for those who have been made to feel invisible, where all are worthy of dignity, and they know it, for it is upheld every day. We live our lives in fear, frightened, worried about what will happen if we take an action. But what would it look like if we wove together the tapestry of all of our experiences, all of our stories and histories and dreams to create the world, the community, and the faith we know we want? Don't ask me, I don't have the answer. Just a dreaming, a wondering, a chance. The question is, will we let it float by? Will we take it? Will we run with it? Will we let it fly through us? Will we create a chance for somebody else? Will we tell somebody else that they can follow their dreams and help them find a way to do so? Will we liberate one person? Will we get stuck in dialogue? Will we go out and protest and get arrested? Will we change the world with our love? So as we embark in this new year, beloveds, let us be ready to grab a chance when it comes by. Let us be ready to not shy away from our dreams. Let us be ready to remember the power of community and love, of justice and healing. Let us be ready to ask for what we need and create the world we want. So may the spirit of love and justice be with each of you. May we find the courage to live boldly into 2025 and beyond. May we help each other to see the possibilities of each day. May we act with conviction when we are called to do so. May we create a world of compassion and love where our dreams help guide our actions. May we move forward into this new year with hearts open, hearts full, hands ready, and love abound. Amen. Ashe. Blessed be.
In an effort to fulfill the vision and mission of this congregation, we ask that our members and friends share of their time, treasure, and talents. With this, we will now take the offering. You may also use the Give Now option in the Breeze app. This month's 50/50 recipient is the Worthy Now Prison Ministry, which is run by the UUA's Church of the Larger Fellowship. Their mission is to invite people on both sides of prison walls into beloved community. They declare that all persons are worthy of love, respect, and support, not at some future time when we are better people, but as we are right now. Today is a 50/50 Sunday, where 50% of our offering, including any checks specifically designated as 50/50, will be shared with the Worthy Now Prison Ministry. And for the entire month, any checks or Breeze donations specifically designated as 50/50 will also be shared with them. We accept this offering generously given by our members and friends for the work of this congregation, a tapestry of love and compassion in our lives, in this community, and in the wider world. Please turn to number 95, There Is More Love in the hardback. Rise and Body Your Spirit. Alex will play through once, and then we'll sing together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
And so, beloveds, there is more joy, love, and more peace everywhere. So may we keep on until we find it. May we live our dreams. May we create